Oh. Episode 3, Season 4. Doran as Yaramaz Mason is working on something ferociously. We'll see what they come up with. It's, though, not a Mason, it's a Craft Dwarf shop. So it's not going to be anything wonderful. Why need crutch? Well, yes. Crutch. I can do crutches. How about 2? And then how about splints? 2. Get them going on stuff like that, since apparently they want one. Liaison has arrived along with the caravan. That was very quick. Oh, you know what? If that's the case, I should probably instruct these people to go out and do something. Ooh, I got bone all over the place, too. I should make things out of bone. What have we got? Leather. Tetrahedrite bars, the 2 little of which we have. Gypsum plaster, syrup. We can lose syrup, I'm pretty sure. Slate figurine of Mesthos. Step ladder. We want to keep step ladders. We got, look at all those amazingly high quality cages that will probably get melted someday in the future. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Alright, everybody, tell your stations. We're going to bring in these traders and we're going to trade with them. Yeah, as I was explaining to someone on the Twitters, the reason why I made a Pearwood figurine of Saphir post-chanted. So let's take a look at that real quick. V. Sky Curl. Curl being a command line thing. Cough, cough. This is a Sandpearwood figurine of Sapphire. Post-chanted, all craft dwarf ship is high or thereabouts. The item is a masterfully designed image of Sapphire post-chanted. The dwarf in Pearwood, he's laboring, relates the artwork relates to the settling of the dwarf Sapphire post-chanted in Lake Forge in the year 229, so that must have been recently. I don't think Saphir is the one who made this. Studded with the copper, menaces with spikes of sandpear wood. Who did this? Doran, yeah. So they're commemorating somebody else entirely. Interesting. Now, what was I saying? Oh, I was explaining to someone on the Twitter that we can make all these things. Ogred Kuti, the one in between the first 4 in Mamgozroth and this one, I called it too successful, and it technically was because I suppose I could try to have burrowed down into hell or something and totally wiped it out that way. But I was trying to go for was the latest news, which is that a long time ago, Tsar Breachedwind was kidnapped from the site by Toad. And that Octa Squashed Glides became mayor of Forgewatch, replacing her cousin Upnow Crowdpalm. I hear she's a real mean streak. Forgewatch? That must be not a town, but a group, because I haven't made a town called Forgewatch. But they are words I would use. However, had I made a forge, I might call the group Forgewatch, because I like the 2 words. Begin discussion. We want eagle leather. We need... Whoa. Eagle leather. We want eagle leather to equip our military with, because it's got to be eagles. Along with eagle tacos. Look over the documents. Yes, that's fine. Yes, that's fine. I don't care. They want, most of all, tools and fish. Rings would also be good. So you know what? Rock ring. 20. Make them. Alright. One of the points of Ogred Kuti was to try to recreate the civilization, because even though I can play, it's a defunct civ, and I was trying to essentially attract the king or queen to come move in and essentially hopefully reestablish the civilization with a foothold and maybe have it show up in certain lists that I can't remember what they are anymore and stuff like that. But that was basically what was going on there. All right. So while they're still gathering supplies, I should probably not hit caps lock. and then decide how to go about... Well, what I need before too much longer is something that is defensible. Now, this up here is okay. I don't think they can climb these smooth walls for the most part. But down here, there's multiple entrances, and do we want that? I mean, right here is an entrance, and right there is an entrance. That one will have traps in it, but do we care for this one? I'm almost thinking we don't necessarily care for this one, this entrance. You know what would be nice, though? Let's have some kind of entrance. I gotta think about this. It would be well, let's check this out. Nope, still not trading. Planting seeds. I do have a broker. They're just busy not brokering. Oh, and migrants. Great. Usually would call for me to end the clip briefly and deal with them. Because these sometimes can take quite a long time. You know what? Just stay with that. Plant gathering. Bookbinding, I don't care that much about, but there's no harm in it. Weaving, clothes making, very useful stuff. Maybe. Because they get sad when their clothes start falling apart. I can't imagine why. I mean, it's ridiculous. Alright, so we got a bunch new, and we have 45 people, and we have like 10 whole beds, none of which are private, so we should probably do something about that. Which goes back to this notion of protecting our entrance. So let's cancel these. Let's dig this whole thing out. Put in some real walls. And let's... Whoops. Let's do this. I know this is not symmetrical, but as we have previously decided, symmetry is not the most important thing to us in the universe. So let's go ahead and shore that up so that the only way in and out of the depths are through a controlled location. Maybe for now. I could always change my mind later. How's this coming along? And now this, we have room. Was I using Slate Gabbro, I think is what I was using above. So let's start filling this in and make it defensible. My trader never went. I think it was because I never told him to. Told him, her, whatever. But, you know, I sent somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. But, hey, they'll gain some skill from having done so. Let's see if there's anything in their list that's the least bit interesting. Clay. Having some clay around might be wise just in case somebody demands it for a special mood. Cages, I got cages. Dwarven ale, I'm doing okay for the moment. I should go looking at leather and or cloth. Wool. Let's get some wool. I probably can't afford this. Pigtail. Just things that they might freak out about for not having. Cave spider. Can I trade? Yes. Oh, okay. Well, I had no idea if I got a good deal or not, and I don't care. Alright. I have expanded the military, and I am renaming them to the Melee Guard, which is good enough for now. And one Hammer Dwarf. I was just looking. I mean, they are scheduled to do work. They are definitely scheduled to do work. I don't know why... Or not work, training. But they don't seem to be that interested in doing so. At least I haven't seen them. I know more than a month has passed, and they're scheduled to train every other month. This is one of the things I like best about DF Hack, other than the fact that it seems buggy, and I have to sometimes toss out clips that suddenly crashed, or the game crashed in the middle of a clip, and the story narrative since the last time I saved has been interrupted. Oh yeah, that's right. Up. I was going to also make this. How about we... make stairwells out of something different, like cobaltite. Right. So, make the defenses. In fact, maybe this is not a private mine, I don't believe. Let's see. That would be weird. That looks okay. Gabro. Gabro. Perfectly legit. Gabro. And BTC. I put these in last time before the game crashed. Feelite. 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 And then I was going to do some Stonefall ones as well. Marble. 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 And more marble. Marble. So if they get past the traps, then they get head-smashing technology in place. Okay. What was I talking about? Not 5 seconds ago? Oh, yeah, I have yet to see the military train, and I don't know why. Hello, goodbye. I believe... Yeah, I did. The training was not lost when the game crashed. Okay, good. There's some traps here. There could be more. I also need lots of beds. So, aside from these two estates that we know we have established, I also need to start deciding on, where... Ooh, don't squish the funny way. If I'm going to have a town, how much of it is up there? How much of it is down here? Like, I just recorded an hour-long clip of Minecraft for, the first time in a million years. Just showing off something I did, more sort of like a Minecraft CV, resume sort of thing, to see if I can't interest, sort of exclusive places that do lots of high-end, interesting stuff for recording purposes, Anyways, I made kind of a village along a coastline, so maybe I'll just do the same thing here. I'll put a couple of larger estates up on the mountain aside from down here, or not mountain, hill. And then have this valley down here be mostly small spots. But no matter what, all of those spots are going to need some amount of defense. Oh, in the winter I'm going to see if I can't get out here into Strangeland. Maybe I should get this started. Let's look in that real quick. So here we are getting into... are we into fall? That doesn't matter. Where would we want a castle? Or tower? Maybe it's out here diagonal. Can you see my... Woo, woo. Let's go that way. Over here. So maybe out here diagonal from this. Or maybe it's even in between. It's protecting the lagoon. So in that case, we can extend from this direction, or even both. This is going to be expensive. Bizarrely expensive. I don't need it to be that expensive. Let's just make it 5 wide. We'll start here. That's too close for walls, I believe. Let's check that out. That's too close. Okay, so that's actually just right. 5 by 5. We will do Gabbro because that is the stone de jour. There. Get that started. Get a walkway out there. Even get a up and down ladder, or not ladder, stairwell started, so that as soon as it freezes over in the winter, I can start trying to burrow in and make a solid wall that will keep the water out. First birth. I didn't Ostar Zuntir Metalsmith has given birth to a Goyle. Where's that? That would be right here. The new infant is called Muthkat Tarankal. Not even named after their parent. That's something that I thought they were working on or were going to change at some point in the future. See, I got stairs now, so hopefully they can, finish cutting this off right here. Yeah, stairs. Very good. This begins the potential here for expanding this, or it's not expand. Well, yeah. Gabbro. Okay, bro. We'll clean the rest out in a second here. But beginning the path upwards into the sky for a noble dwarf of some kind or another. Ooh. Building out some walls here in the other estate as well. These, it occurred to me, hey now, later, might end up not being estates later, but more like guilds. Because, this one here has got all kinds of, like, space for farming. So it might be like the Farmers Guild, and over here, because it's connected to the underground, this might be the Masons Guild or something like that. Go ahead and close up shop there, brah. Okay. So I guess I'm going to start a tower in and out of here. It goes all the way down. Got some traps now out front, and also what I'm guessing will become. Oh, do I not have any more? I have some. 6. That's not enough. I'm going to have to actually catch up on the stone production, for crying out loud. Oh, you know what all? No, never mind. Suspended. Open that back up. This squeezes things through the traps up front. That helps a little bit. I put in some blue floor, so maybe the Farmers Guild will specialize in that in the future. These guys are just hanging out. Oh, and I finally figured out these guys need to be training. They need to be active in order to train. So, is it that month? No, it doesn't look like it. But it does sound like there are sirens coming along. And there we go. I have now remembered how to activate except they all just became things. But they were training. That was good. That was a good start. They have... What's this? Oh, Feymood. Engraver. Engraver, where are you going to engraving? Engraver? Where were you engraving, Engraver? You know what? Let's use some of that lovely... Oh, I don't have enough cobaltite. Never mind. I'll have to go hunting for more. Veins of unique minerals like that are not ore and they're not gemstones should also be followable by, whatever I'm talking about. You know how you can have auto-follow veins? This should include that as well. And what have we got? We have got a craft dwarf ship thingy again. All right. And he's using, tetrahede, right? Yes, he is. And I need more of that. In fact, actually, 2. Let's go down below. Oh, that's where I was. Let's explore some of, let's use the mining shaft for mining. How about? Let's go on up and go on down. And watch this expose some unwanted places. Oh, good enough. Let's make sure it worked. Yep, it worked. All right, guys, go digging. Second try. The game crashed last time I recorded this clip. This guy is about to get a thing. I think. Now, the crashing seems to happen a lot when I go to look at what people are doing. If I hit escape... It didn't happen that time, but it happened last time where I zoomed to him, and then I hit escape, and then crash. And that's exclusively, I think, when I see it crash, is when I am moving through the keyboard sequence to go look at somebody in particular. I'm not sure why that would be a problem, but, whoever made DF Hack and or the Adamses, if this sounds like something to you, maybe go hunting for it. I want... Designate, mine, auto, and I want you to get this blue garnet, because blue garnet is blue, and we are okay with blue. Actually, I prefer green, but... So we got all this gold. It's not going to do us much good. I'm going to make a lower priority the act of expanding our column a bit. Unless, of course, it doesn't happen because I'm automating the wrong thing. Designate all. And there it is. So Doltaline has created Thedasursus. It's kind of hard to say. Gish Tirid. Granite Bracelet. So let's take a look at that. Frill decays the fortuitous year. Item jewelry can be worn on the hands. We knew that, I think. Highest quality, rectangular tetrahedrite capuchons. I got some tetrahedrite coming in, I think, from Bulgaria. And bands with oval granite capuchons, water buffalo leather, adorned with hanging rings of rock crystal and menaces with spikes of brown zircon. Excellent. Go do other things, sir. Let's see. How's the digging come along? We don't have many people doing stuff, do we? Prepare raw fish. That's good. How is our guy doesn't seem to be approving work. But he has in the past, so I guess he's just busy. Can we go to him without freaking the computer out? Okay, you're drinking. Very good. Let's follow you around. Hello. So okay, there he is, managing work orders now. Let's see. How are our defenses aren't particularly defensible. Ooh, but I do need to do something about this. Can I assume? You know what? That's part of the problem right there. We don't have any more rock to work with, I bet. Or not much, anyways. Yeah, because notice this pile is... There's no pile left. So, let's... What do we got here? Is this jet? Slate. Well, I don't mind using slate. Where's the Gabbro at? That is probably Gabbro right there. Yes. How's about... Ooh, what do we got here? Pond grabber. Okay. Gabbro. That's more up here. We don't know much about our cavern. It'd be interesting to find out more about the cavern in the future. But now let's... Oh, you know what I also wanted was more of this stuff. So how about... expanding slightly without ending up onto the water. So we will make this establishment a bit... What am I saying? A bit diagonal instead. Will that end up under the water? It doesn't look like it. Let's just do this much and give our guys some new rock hounding and rock crafting to do. Yeah, one of the problems with gold in Dwarf Fortress is when you have any, you have way too much. It stops being meaningful if you can build entire, cities out of friggin' gold. I appreciate the gemstones, though. So, it's gone on long enough. I think I should probably call the episode before anything drastic happens. So thanks for watching, and come again next week. Or else.